Hey guys, thanks for watching. My name is Nekrage. I'm from mmogiveback.com. It's a website where we discuss games and such. We also host sweepstakes where we give away free games, free beta entries, prepaid cards for those free-to-play games, stuff like that. Anyway, that's mmogiveback.com. Go there and check us out. All my videos will be up there as well as my YouTube account. Anyway, thank you again for watching. The game we're going to be reviewing today is Bastion. Bastion's an indie game. It's available on Steam. It's $15 right now. It's got a great story, it's got great music, and it's got a whole lot of voice acting. If you like voice acting in games, then this game will be great for you. The voice acting in the game is perfect. It's amazing. There's a narrator that speaks throughout the whole entire game, so that's why I'm doing my little intro here now instead of loading up the game and such, because I don't want to talk over the narrator, because that's like a huge part of the game, and you definitely should have the chance to hear that. I'm going to play through the first about 10 to 15 minutes of the game, and I won't go any further than that because I don't want to spoil it and such. But anyway, game is Bastion, and let's get started.
Proper story is supposed to start at the beginning. Ain't so simple with this one. Now here's a kid whose whole world got all twisted, leaving him stranded on a rock in the sky. He gets up, sets off for the Bastion, where everyone agreed to go in case of trouble. Ground forms up under his feet as if pointing the way. He don't stop to wonder why.
Now, the game's about 6 to 8 hours long on the first playthrough, and there's plenty of replayability. There's like side quests, there's stuff to pretty much make you want to play second and third playthroughs. There's a new game plus mode, which lets you carry over your levels, your weapons, your money, stuff like that.
Finds his lifelong friend just lying in the road. Well, it's a touching reunion. He sees what's left of the rippling walls, years of work undone in an instant, in the calamity.
The environment's pretty much fully destructible in this game. It sometimes drops money and stuff like that.
That a survivor? No, ma'am. It's a gas fella, forced out from underground. Kid pops him good. Fella got a piece of him, though.
It's kind of cool, though, because if you do some stuff in the game, the narrator will comment on it. Like, I know he'll comment if you spend some time breaking everything around here.
Kid just rages for a while.
See.
An old repeater falls out of the sky. Ain't a gift from the gods, but it'll have to do. Gotta hold her still to spin up the chamber.
Now, as you can see, there's two weapons over here. The left one and the right one. Left one corresponds to your left click, and the right one to your right click. So, the two weapons you can carry on you are very, very, very easy to switch between them, and it supports like comboing between weapons later when you get some nice weapons that combo together well.
Kid's worked up quite a thirst by now, so that fountain looks real inviting. Sometimes you just need a drink. A school of squirts tunnels up around him. Must have fled here from the mines. He sets foot inside one of Celandia's famous watering holes. Inside's old Rondi, the bartender. The calamity got him before his drinking did.
I also forgot to mention something. Be giving away a copy of Bastion over at mmogiveback.com.
Then Kid finds his trusty shield.
So feel free to head there and see if the contest is still running. I don't know exactly when we're gonna end it, but mmogiveback.com, free copy of Bastion.
But just as he's getting a handle on it, the security takes him for a petty thief. Clang. Shield saves his hide.
You can counter like I just did and send stuff back at the enemies and just counter melee damage if you time the block right. Like that. Does massive damage.
Start turning up for last call. More squirts start coming out of the woodwork. A big old fella pops out in front of the kid.
It's pretty cool. You can use the enemies to kill each other. Like that. Whole pack of them.
Kid sees the way to the Bastion out the window. It's a bit of a drop. He gets a good look at things on his way down. He lands on top of a breaker's bow, and it ain't broke.
Now this weapon's obviously not automatic. You gotta draw it back. And the more you draw it back, the more damage it does, with a slight variable to it. Notice when he flashes, if you let go, you get a power shot. Come on.
Wasn't long before the kid could loose an arrow, strong and true.
Power shots do a lot more damage than normal shots, sort of like a crit.
Perch for some target practice.
But you can also crit with it as well, so.
Draw the string all the way back.
As well as a power shot and a crit, you can do some massive damage to enemies. Now, what we have over here, you always find items that are called something blank. This one is something stringy. This is used to upgrade the bow. There'll be like something heavy, which is used to upgrade the mace, and you'll find a bunch of ones out there that you can customize the weapon. It's not just like, oh, damage increase. You get to choose what you want to do to it and make it pretty much a fully customized weapon that you would prefer to use.
The kid pockets a memento from a breaker, once the fastest man in the land. Good news is the emergency defenses still work. Bad news is they're aiming for the kid.
Now this is a skill. Notice the blank spot at the bottom right? That's where your special skills go.
Picks up a few pointers from a dusty old tome.
There's plenty of them in the game. This is the first one.
He's a mighty fast learner.
Pretty sick whirlwind. Damn, fuck you, Squirt.
He finds the distillery, right next to the arsenal. Tough part of town. One sip of the spirits in that distillery, and the kid'll feel like a new man.
Okay, now this is the distillery. As you level, you unlock more slots for your character. You get to click the spot and pick a drink to put in there. They provide buffs for your character. 10 health, 10% crit when at full health, and you absorb stray fragments, which are those little blue things. They help you get it a lot easier. I'm just gonna go with the health for now.
The arsenal's where the kid can pick the best tools for the job.
So you can pick your weapons here. I'm gonna go with the hammer and the bow. I prefer those over what I have right now. And you get to pick your special abilities. This one's grayed out because you have to have the repeater to use it. And this one is for the bow. See how the shot bounces around between all the targets? Very nice skill. Now, I don't know if I went over this, but using skills uses tonics, so you gotta pick them and replenish them.
Some of them squirts
Pick them up to replenish
like crazy in a couple of corn bins.
Your tonics, so you can keep using special skills, so you can't just spam them all day. But like I said, there's stuff to increase your, to buff your character, like the distillery. You can get extra tonics if you choose to do so later on. So there's a lot of customizability in the game. Customizability.
Ferry barge sends the kid on his way. The Bastion's real close now.
Damn it.
Right back at you. Kid takes a chunk of alloy. Smell of barley and spoiled blueberries fills the air. Scumbags. Kid maybe shouldn't have done what he just did.
Yeah, these enemies are called scumbags.
Electronic.
Kinda humorous, I suppose.
Robs a scumbag of his last meal.
And you notice this guy, he's breaking the floor whenever he strikes, so if you leave him alive too long, it can get pretty annoying. You can fall. It's not an instant death, though. You just lose some health.
Kid puts him out of his misery.
Oh, leveled up. To level up, came a tonic.
He finds the core to the Wharf District. He steals the city's heart. Might as well. See, that core Kid took was the only thing making this particular rock stay afloat. Kid just keeps running. At last, the Skyway's in sight. Whisks him where he needs to go. Now the kid sees something stranger still. His mind races. Did anybody else survive? Sure enough, he finds another. He finds me. We talk for a spell. There's a bit of the Bastion's power in that crest, enough to point the way to the cores. All I tell him is to set that core of his on the monument there, then watch.
Now this is the Bastion. I won't tell you what it's used for in the story, but you're rebuilding it with the cores that you find, and when you place them, it replenishes
Just like
the Bastion.
that, the Bastion comes alive. Starts growing again, growing stronger. Kid's gotta put its power to good use. Now the Bastion can send him even farther into the wild unknown.
Now, pretty much on every level you come back with a core, and you place it, and it lets you build another structure on the Bastion.
Kid ponders what to build.
Now you can only build the arsenal and distillery when you start off. build the
The
arsenal.
Bastion's a place of peace, but we can hold our own if we have to.
Now it unlocked a new secret skill, which is the mirror shield, which pretty much blocks all incoming attacks and does counter damage to the enemies. You unlock a ton of secret skills in the game. You find them in levels, you get them in shops, and you get them from something called what's it called? I don't remember the exact name, but pretty much what it is a side quest level for each weapon in the game. Like you'll go for one with the bow, and you'll use the bow to hit 100 targets in this many seconds, for instance. And with the shield, you'll have to kill off a bunch of enemies by blocking and trying to get hit as little as possible to get the best rewards. And they're like weapon proficiency levels, and you get nice rewards for doing them. So there's a lot of side quests in the game that you're able to complete.
Ain't much kid can't handle with hammer and bow in hand.
Anyway, this is where we're going to call it quits, because I don't want to go any further and ruin any more of the story. Anyway, my name is Nekrage. I hope you enjoyed the video, and hopefully I can see you guys on mmogiveback.com. Please make sure to go there, sign up for sweepstakes, see if the Bastion contest is still running, and hopefully you'll win. Good luck, guys.